Dave Ramsey is my spirit animal.
2, 3, 4. It's talking with Trenton, it's talking with Trenton. He's talking even when nobody listens. It's talking with Trenton, so pay attention to the latest edition of Talking with Trenton.
Hello, good friends. Today we are going to be talking about the man, the myth, the legend, America's voice on money, Dave Ramsey. But first, if you're new here, hi, I'm Trenton. I love you. This is my YouTube channel where every week we talk about things that better our lives and better ourselves, making the world a tad bit better one day at a time. If you want to join the Club Jub Scrub Dub, feel free to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. It's free. And maybe you'll win $1 million? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so who the heck is Dave Ramsey? Dave Ramsey is a talk radio show host and also the owner of Ramsey Solutions. In his mid-20s, Dave Ramsey had already built a real estate portfolio worth over $3 million. The only problem was he was way over-leveraged, which is a money word, meaning he had way too much debt. Long story short, when one of the banks that Dave was working with got sold to another bank, they called his notes and gave him 90 days to pay back everything he owed. This completely ruined his business, and by the age of 28, he lost almost everything that he had, leading him to vow, once and for all, to never borrow money again. 30 years later, he owns a multi-million-dollar company called Ramsey Solutions, which is 100% debt-free. They spend most of their time guiding people through life and coaching them with their money, teaching them how to get out of debt and build wealth so they can be outrageously generous and change their family trees. Dave Ramsey is one of my heroes, mainly because he gives all of the credit to God, and he knows that by living life the way that our Creator instructs us to live, not only does it lead to prosperity, but it makes the world a better place. I stumbled into Dave Ramsey's plan at a time in my life where I had so many questions. I didn't know the first thing of how to live on my own. And once I got plugged into his radio show and his program and read his books, I'm being completely honest, it changed my life. I'm going to reference Dave Ramsey and his books a lot on this channel. And if I'm being honest with you, a lot of what he says is pretty controversial in today's society. He's very anti-debt, so in the banking world, he's borderline blasphemous. But, like I said in other videos, sometimes we have to stop and look at ourselves and ask, do we want to be normal or do we want to be great? Dave Ramsey's company has a financial plan that they call the 7 baby steps. It's really simple, but it's led thousands of people out of debt and into wealth. Again, I'm not telling you this as a success story, but I am telling you guys this because I am totally into the plan. I'm doing it in my own life. Feel free to completely ignore it if you want to. I just would love to share it with people, and if you choose to follow it, that'd be cool. If not, that's cool too. Okay, so the 7 baby steps is the plan that we follow on our way to financial freedom. It all starts with baby step 1, where you get all of your bills current, and then you save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. This $1,000 is not meant to be enough of an emergency fund. It's just enough until you get out of debt. Baby step 2 is pay off all of your consumer debt using the debt snowball. This is where you list every single one of your debts from smallest balance to largest balance, regardless of the interest rate. You attack the smallest balance with a vengeance, squeezing every dollar out of your budget until that debt is gone. Once your first debt is gone, you have the minimum payment and every penny that you were putting on that to put on the next debt, and the next debt, and the next debt. The idea here is as you go through the debt snowball and you get to the higher debts, you've got more momentum, and eventually you go so fast that you're just attacking all the debt like it's a monster. Baby step 3 is where you take the $1,000 account and you raise it up to 3 to 6 months of household expenses. This is your rainy day fund in case your car transmission goes out or you break your leg or you have to pay a copay somehow, whatever. Any emergency will be covered now because now you have 3 to 6 months of expenses. Baby steps 1, 2, and 3 are all meant to be done with what Dave Ramsey calls gazelle intensity. This is where you run for your life like you're literally a gazelle being chased by a lion. The idea here is that you pause everything in your life, work every second that you can, take on 7 extra jobs, don't go out to eat, only eat beans and rice, rice and beans, and don't do a single thing until you're out of baby step 3. Steps 4, 5, and 6 are all meant to be done simultaneously. Step 4 is where you're investing 15% of your income in retirement accounts. Step 5 is when you take care of your kids' college. And step 6 is the big one. This is when you take all extra money that you have and you throw it at your mortgage until your house is paid off and you do not have a penny of debt in the entire world. Step 7 is when you've reached the top of the mountain. This is where you're finally financially free. You don't owe anybody a single dime, not even the bank for your mortgage. You've got your 3 to 6 months of expenses in the bank in case you have an emergency, and you're steadily investing in retirement. Just think for a second, if you didn't have any debt payments at all, no student loan payments, no car payments, and not even rent or a mortgage, you could start investing more money into your future to live your dreams. You could be outrageously generous and do whatever God calls you to do because you have money. I know a lot of this may sound a little unrealistic to some people, but I've chosen myself to at least try it and see what happens. We've got to follow a plan, so why not at least try? Yay! Alrighty, that is this week's video. This week, I would like for you guys to leave a comment and tell me, what do you think of Dave Ramsey? Is he crazy? Do you want to follow his plan? Do you even care? Let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, again, I really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications because we post a new video every Tuesday. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope your day just got a tad bit better.
Tad Bit Better TV. Tad Bit Better TV, where you watch some great videos. Click the left side of the screen to see what we made last week. Click the right side of the screen to see some of my faves. I'm sorry that didn't rhyme, but that's okay. Please don't hate. I'll see you next Tuesday. Goodbye. I'll see you later, alligator. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.